One of the things I've discussed with you guys a bunch over the last 4 years, and really over the last 2 months in particular, are a lot of these right wingers are a lost cause, and they voted for Trump once or twice, whatever. They may never understand the error of their ways, but that it's important for us to remember that there were lots of supposed left wingers who back in 2016 maybe stayed home because they didn't think it was important enough. The difference between Trump and Hillary, and they said, I'm going to stay home if it's these two. I'm kind of opting out. Some leftists said, I almost would rather it be Trump if it's not going to be my preferred candidate, because Hillary's just a centrist shill and they would be the same. And of course, we found out that that's very much not the case. We have seen Donald Trump do things that I never imagined any president would do, never mind Hillary Clinton. I have not been calling for apologies, but I have been saying it would be important to recognize how wrong those leftists were. I did get a call from someone this morning saying, I regret not voting for Hillary in 2016. It was wrong of me not to do that. Take a listen.
Hey, Dave, I'm holding my baby, so if you hear a little talk, that might be him. But just want to call you and say I was watching the show on the 11th, and I am one of the people who did not vote for Hillary in 2016.
Right.
I voted for Jill, and I regret that. Since then, I voted for Joe this election cycle because of people like you and Destiny who taught me about harm reduction.
Wow.
And I'm eternally grateful for that. So thank you for teaching me about harm reduction, buddy. That was really good for my life and really probably good for the country. Thanks anyway, Dave.
So that's a beautiful voicemail, and it's great to hear things like that. And we also need to recognize that in order to really get more change, we have to deprogram some of the 75 million Trumpists that, sure, we learned something like, what was it, 8% of Bernie supporters ended up voting for Trump instead of Hillary in 2016. These are relatively small numbers. They could have made a difference, by the way, because it was so close in 2016. But we really need to attack the issue of the 75 million people who thought voting for Trump after 4 years of disaster was a good idea, or at least a better idea than voting for Joe Biden. On today's bonus show, Congresswoman Liz Cheney facing major blowback after embracing the impeachment of Donald Trump in the House. We will talk about the metal detector guns on the House floor fiasco that is plaguing the House of Representatives. And ex-Michigan Governor Snyder has been criminally charged. Rick Snyder, criminally charged in the Flint water crisis. We will talk about the charges he's up against, the possible penalty, and what we expect. Flint still has a water problem. Understand how long it's been. Flint still has a water problem. All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. You can get instant access to the bonus show by signing up at joinpakman.com. It's quick. It's easy. You can use the coupon code BETTER21 to get yourself a discount, or make a pledge at patreon.com/David Pakman Show. That will also give you access to the bonus show. In either case, I will see you then, or otherwise tomorrow. Reminder, we are off Monday for the Martin Luther King Day holiday. Off Monday, but with you today for the bonus show and tomorrow as well.